Okay, everybody, here we go. Got to move the mic. It's me, Gregory Mannarino. Tuesday, January 9th, 2024. Thanks, everybody, for being here. You're awesome, all of you. Where to start with this? How about with the World Bank? This is what the World Bank had to say about our illustrious global economy. The worst half decade in 30 years with regard to economic growth. Now let's put this into perspective for a moment. Tell me again, tell Greg Mannarino who it is who runs the economy. Is it imbecile presidents around the world, or dictators, or monarchs, or whatever it might be? Uh, who runs the financial markets? Who runs the financial system? Well, it's collectively the central banks, and they are doing exactly what they have set out to do: destroy the global economy so they can fulfill their goal. Let me explain this to you a different way. How do I say this without sounding too vulgar? Central bankers around the world are spraying their shorts everywhere because they are succeeding in their end game to bring the world economy and its population, except for the 1 and 2%, of course, to their knees, to create slaves to their system. You get it? That's where we're at. There is no accident here as to why we are seeing what we are seeing now. And just in case you don't know, in case you need a reminder, we haven't seen anything yet. This is about to get monumentally worse. Again, there's no, forget about, I'm not talking about the stock market, okay? I'm talking about the economy. The faster this craters, you know this, we covered it at length repeatedly at the end of last year, the higher this market's going to go. Now, there's so many bears crawling out of the woodwork here. Look at like the front page of was Market Watch talking about bears, and CNBC bears. And bears are everywhere right now, and that tells me that I need to be more bullish than I already am. All right, I've already got quite a reputation for myself. You know, Greg Bullerino, that's what or whatever the hell they're calling me these days. I don't care. I'm telling you, look, I'm telling you what I'm doing. That may not be right for anybody here, but I am looking for opportunities to buy more of this market. I sincerely believe, again, look, what do we know? Central banks, they're destroying the global economy. Period. You and I have covered this to the point of like, let's puke all over the freaking floor. We got that down, right? All right. They're going to destroy the economy, but they're going to prop up the stock market. The disconnect is just going to get even worse. It's going to get worse and worse and worse until eventually they allow the debt market to implode. This is what they're building up to. All right. You know that already if you've been with me. They're distorting the price action of every single asset way, way worse than many of us had ever believed. And the snapback from this eventually, again, is going to spin people's heads around like the freaking exorcist. And that's what this is all about anyway. It's going to be right now there already is going on a wealth transfer on an unprecedented scale here. Wealth always gets pushed up to the 1 and 2%ers. It gets sucked out of everybody else. You know, you got these so-called, world-renowned economists who want to convince you. Are you ready for what they're trying to convince you? That there's a trickle-down effect. It's trickling down. You know what's trickling down? I think you got my drift on that. There's no such thing. It never trickles down. It just gets sucked out of everybody else to enrich the 1 and 2%ers. And that's going to go on and on and on and on and on. Don't listen to me. Listen to our past illustrious President Donald Trump, who said, the stock market's going higher is only helping out the rich. Oh, you mean really? Oh, wow. Who would have guessed that? Imagine my shock here. Imagine your shock too. Anyway, so big piece of news here. Let me ask you, okay, we're friends, right? We can talk about pretty much anything. Are you shocked? Surprised to find out that now we have the worst half a decade of economic growth in 30 freaking years? No, you're not surprised, because you see, you and I have been talking about this for 10. Well, actually, freaking, my God, this entire time. It's out of control. And it's just the disconnect is going to get even worse and worse and worse and worse moving forward. So, you know the situation. Look, don't take my word for it. World Bank is telling you how things are. Things are about to get much worse here. Period. And that just means that more easy money is going to be pushed into this market. Look what they're doing. Central banks are looking for an excuse that they can use to start cutting rates. Oh, yes, inflation is under control. Oh, people are very optimistic. You remember yesterday, the New York Fed? Oh, they put out this nice survey. Of course, their survey. It's not done by any outside person that we can possibly trust, but their survey says that American citizens are very optimistic about inflation. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't believe a word of it. I don't believe any freaking thing at all that they try to rectally fist feed us. You know what I'm saying? I think we're on the same page here. Uh, exactly, Darren. No freaking surprise. Look, you and I, we got this, and we're doing everything that we have to do here. And with regard to the market, I know everybody wants it to crash, including Donald Trump. He came out and he said he wants the market to crash. Look, yeah, I'd love the market to crash too, but be careful what you wish for, everybody. Actually, I don't want the market to crash, I'll be honest with you, because it's going to hurt too many people. It's going to hurt people who have no idea what's going on. It always does. The market's crashing always hurts the little guy. It doesn't hurt any of the big guys out there. I think look, a lot of you are going to freak out about me about this, but I don't really pay too much attention to what comes out of any of these politicians' mouth, including Donald Trump. For him to say something like that, to say that he wishes the stock market would crash, I wish we had a real market. We don't have a real market. But again, what Donald Trump is not telling people is the rich will be out the door, number one. And everybody else, the regular guy and the regular girl, is going to be sitting there holding the bag, not being able to retire, because again, they're always the last to know. He's not going to let you know when it's going to happen. Or you think Donald Trump is going to say, "Hey, everyone, I think you should sell, yeah, sell." No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. It's unfortunate, really, the way it is. But look, central banks, none more so than the Fed, they are serial bubble blowers. They inflate the market. They distort the market beyond their wildest dreams, only to fleece everybody on the way down. It's always the same story, over and over and over and over. It will go on and on and on and on. It will just never stop. And that's where you got to remain diversified, like you and I are. Like, we're not all in on the stock market. We're not all in on anything for that matter. Even my favorite asset of all time, physical silver. I own a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie, you all know that. But the only way I can kind of sleep at night is to use think of it as like an insurance policy, because eventually this market's gonna drop. It's going to drop so fast and so hard. And it's always the same story. Markets, everyone runs to the door at the same time. You know how it works. We've covered this a million times. But we have, by you and I focusing on the debt market, looking at, we're still remaining above 4% with regard to the 10-year yield. It's not going to last. I don't give a damn what they're saying. You've got a lot of these Fed freaks coming out. Oh, be careful what you're wishing. They know exactly what they want to do. Because again, Tell Greg Mannarino one more time. I need to know again. How does a central bank keep rates low? Can they just say it? Can they wave a magic wand? No. They have to create cash out of nothing, which is what they want to do, because a central bank's product is only one thing, that is more debt, and they got to buy it all. It's a revolving door. They issue debt through one door, they buy it back to another. They issue debt here, buy it back to another. It just goes on and on and on and on, massively inflationary. But we're not supposed to know that. It's a big secret, but of course you and I know that. So on the economic front, so we get the World Bank, and this is something else that you and I called from at least 2 years ago. We said was going to happen. So credit card debt has surged 40% in the last 2 years. People are burying themselves. I don't know what they're doing. People, again, they're trying to make ends meet. I assume they're doing what you and I would say, trying to claw themselves up from the bottom rung of society to maintain the illusion of a middle class existence. More and more, actually, today, in case you don't know, there are more people dependent on the government, for some kind of support than ever before in history. Again, slave system, dependency on the system, all the stuff that you and I have outlined over and over again. Now, with regard to what you and I have covered as of late, you got more and more of these corporations coming out, laying off people, laying people off, laying people off. This is going to be the theme to 24. And now we're finding out that BlackRock, yes, BlackRock is joining. And this is interesting, the way they worded this. So BlackRock is laying off X amount of their workforce here. And they're citing, are you ready with this? They're doing this because of a rapidly changing environment. A rapidly changing environment. What they're trying to tell you is they know exactly what's going on. The economy's in free fall. They have to protect their bottom line, and that's exactly what they're going to do. I think we're pretty clear on that, people, right? Anyway, looking over at this market today, we didn't do anything. Okay, the Nasdaq actually finished fractionally positive. We had a fractional loss for the S&P 500. The Dow fell about 130 points, nothing. 10-year yield, nothing. Dollar did get a knee-jerk higher today. Gold squeezed out a small gain. Silver fell under some pressure. Crypto's under a little pressure here. Again, look, I'm just going to say this. I'm going to tell you again. In my opinion, people should be looking to pull some profit ahead of this decision about the Bitcoin ETF. People have gone crazy on this, and it's probably going to play out to be a sell the news moment. Honestly, it maybe not, but I'd rather be first, be smarter, or cheat. It's rigged anyway. So you want to be first out the door here, and we are definitely smarter, and we don't cheat. You understand? You know that. All of you know that. Pocahontas ETF. Exactly. I love that. Did I say crude oil? Yeah, crude oil caught a bid today. Again, it's still in that bottoming phase. I don't care what comes out of the mouth of OPEC, what they want to do. It's all a game. It's a pump and dump scheme, wango tango, whatever else they want to do, blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you and I, we got this down. I love it. I love this stuff because, again, seeing what we're seeing now is exactly what you and I said would happen from I don't know how long ago. And the frightening part of this is I'm telling you here, and you know that I'm going to be correct. All of you do. This is not the end. This is going to get much, 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 much worse in 24. Government spending off the Richter scale, more inflation. You're not supposed to know that. Again, all this cash they create out of everything, out of nothing, to fund wars, to fund this, to fund that, to fund the other thing. It's massively inflationary because they got to create the cash out of nothing. It's crazy. Unbelievable people. But that's just the way it is. All right, now, my lovely friends, now it's your turn. So let's cover some yes, Goulstein, you're correct on that. Yeah, you see the Modern back there. It's back. Yeah, I was playing with it today. It's the guy did a great job. His name is Nate. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give this guy a shout out here. Did he give me his card? Let me see here. Here we go. If you live out here anywhere near Florida, look, this is Nate Hudson. This guy was fantastic. Took care of me. Did a great job on the Modern over there. Works out of his house, so his prices are very reasonable. Guy's a heck of a shop. Super guy, fun guy, and a great guitar player too. So give Nate a shout out. You want to give him a call? 941-345-7263. Let him fix your guitar or your bass. It's a good guy. Oh, thank you, Helen. I appreciate that. I like to help everybody out. You know that, all right? And this guy's a good guy. He took care of me, did exactly what he said. The guitar, I couldn't get rid of that freaking hum. It was a bad ground. I couldn't figure it out, but he fixed it for me, and I am very, very thankful for that. Dan, I will play the guitar again, I promise. I just got to get kind of set up for it. Eurozone is finished. You know what? It's all finished, Mickey. I'm telling you, this whole thing is coming down by design. This is no surprise. I don't know if I've seen you here before. If you have been here, I'm sorry I missed you, but everybody here is going to tell you the same story. Nothing that we're seeing is by accident. It's all by design. It's a slave planet. It's a slave system. That's exactly what they're going for. And they're looking for every opportunity to inflate. It's very sad. It's amazing how they keep people distracted and deflect from where they should be looking. Keep people focused on nonsensical things that really have no impact on their life, nor do they have any control over. Okay. the things that we could control, for example, if we all got together, really, if all of us got together, we could take down central banking. We could take down the central banks around the world. But no, they keep us divided. They keep you distracted. They throw things at you just to, make you struggle and everything. And it's just the way it is, unfortunately. It is very, very sad. But I think, look, it doesn't matter. If we understand the game, what they want, it just gives us an edge. You know that, people. Right, Lord Humongous? No, it wasn't the pickups, dude. It was the ground to the bridge. I didn't realize it wasn't connected. And all you had to do was reconnect it. Boom! Dead quiet. So anyway, that is it. Everyone keeps asking about this bull. This bull is, I wish this was silver. This is made of nickel. It weighs a ton. I don't know how much. This thing is heavy, but it is made of nickel, not silver. If that was silver, that would be something else. That was a gift that I got 1,000 freaking years ago from a guy I used to know over at Bear. And I've had it ever since that time. It's just something I've had around. Anyway, I'd say it's more than that, Magic Maker. That thing is heavy. I don't even want to pick it up. Maybe it is 15 pounds. It's heavy. I don't even like moving it around. Anyway, people, so that's going to be it. We're going to call it here. I wanted to thank you again for being here. Thank you for your support, your love, your friendship. And that's pretty much it. All right. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, everyone, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Love you all from the heart. All right. See you in the morning.